used to hate routines because I just felt like they were so rigid and restricting. So I just shied away from them as much as possible. But then I realized that routines are actually so important because they build structure in your life. And when you have structure in your life, you're allowed to feel, or you're able to feel, a lot safer. And the result of feeling safe is that you are able to function more as your highest self. I have this morning routine that I like to follow as often as I can. I don't always get to do this because some mornings I just sleep until I feel rested enough. And I allow myself to do that because I don't feel like I have to force myself to wake up at 5 a.m.
All right, let's begin standing today at the top edge of your mat.
That's another one of the paradigms that they tried to sell us. And some of us have bought into that you have to wake up at 5 a.m. in order to be successful and to have a good day. But it's okay to wake up at 6 a.m. and still have a good day. It's okay to wake up at 7:30 a.m. and still have a good day. It's all up to you to make sure that you have a good way to start your day. Because the way how you start your day greatly determines the way how the rest of your day goes. It determines your mood, your mindset, the decisions that you make, and those things determine your overall life. So when I do get the chance to wake up early, I try my best to get a little meditation in. I do some yoga. I journal to clear my mind. Journaling is a really great way to just get all of those thoughts out of your mind that might be filling up your brain. Hi, princess. Hi, mommy, baby. Yoga is a great way to unite your mind and body and breath so that you'll have more coordination and a body that feels freer. And then meditation is great for helping you with focus and memory and problem-solving skills. All of these things come together to make you less reactive. And that's the beauty of living a slow life. When you live a slow life, you're able to have slow mornings. Slow mornings are beautiful because if you start your morning feeling rushed, chances are you're going to bring that into the rest of your day. And rushing is bad for your nervous system. When you rush, your brain thinks that you're in danger. And then you just end up living in this mindless loop of survival mode. So I try my best to do a morning flow like this. And whenever I don't, I can see a difference. Not that I am worse off for it, but when I do have a morning routine or I follow my morning flow, I find that my day is just a lot better because getting all of those things done first thing in the morning makes me feel super productive. And that encourages me to get more things done. But most people are just on the go. You wake up early, you take a shower, you eat breakfast, and you're out the door by 7 a.m. Some of us even have to wake up earlier because we live far and we have to travel long distances to get to where we're going. And so by the time we're done with all of that and we get to work, some of us feel tired still. And then we have to rely on coffee to boost us. And then at the end of the day, we feel even more exhausted because then we have to do this commute again. And then we have a little bit of time that we have to prepare for bed so that we can wake up and do the same thing again the next day. What a life. I remember when I used to live that life. And that life was exhausting to me. And that's why I made up my mind that instead of living the fast life or having a job, I'm just gonna work for myself. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Even if it means I'm earning less money than somebody who have like a big stable job or whatever, it's a chance I'm willing to take. And after taking that chance, I realized that I am the one who determines how much I get to earn. Furthermore, I have invited the idea of ease into my life. The idea that I don't have to work hard to earn a living. That's another lie they sold us, that you have to work hard. You can live a life of ease and still earn. But that's a conversation for another day. They sold us this lie that we have to hustle and go fast and grind, and because we bought into it, we ended up in a position where we just don't even take the time out for ourselves. And that's why I have to step away from that path. I have to step away from that narrative that they try to sell us all the time. Because if you don't take the time out to look at yourself, to look at where you are in life, and to pour into yourself mentally and emotionally, then the inevitable result is burnout. You crash, you're reactive, you end up hurting a lot of people around you, and that is no life to live. So even if you don't live a slow life like me, or you don't live in the countryside like me, I want to encourage you to take some time out for yourself. Even if it means that you have to wake up earlier and just have like 30 minutes to yourself, or like 15 minutes to do something for you, to nourish you. Especially if you're a mom, give it a try. You are worth it. You are so worth it, and you're deserving of that extra energy and time and effort to actually get that done. I promise that when you do that, your soul is going to feel so nourished. You're going to feel so good. And that good feeling is going to make it possible for you to have a good life if you are consistent with it. I find that this is super helpful for me because as a mom, I don't really have much time to myself anymore. So when I wake up early, I am able to carve out that little space for myself. And that gives me so much nourishment.
I'm so proud of you. Look.